Okay, I've got here my episode. I've got in front of me my scripts, and I've got a variety of YouTube videos to choose from. So sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, it gets a little overwhelming. And then I've got my coffee and my water and my dog squeaking her toy. Oh, there she is. Taking her to the groomers today so she can look less like a mop, but I will show you her transformation a little bit later. So it has been maybe about a few hours since I made contact with the camera. I don't know my words. Anyway, so funny enough, it had like a storm come through. So it's like currently thundering, and then it's been like heavy downpour off and on. But I'm looking outside and it's like it'll be like dark sky, dark sky, rain, blue sky. But I guess that's just what summer's like. Anyway, so yeah, but currently I'll show you what I got going on. But yeah, I've been doing sketching and then currently doing some line art before I do coloring and whatnot. So yeah, that is what I have happening. Took a moment to make some reels. I was like, oh, this would be a perfect opportunity to make some reels, and yeah, make some content as I'm doing right now. But yeah, so it's kind of been like thundering a little bit, but it's been really nice and cozy and vibes and whatnot. I've had my YouTube videos up and stuff. So I want to say around 3, I need to go and drop my little girl off for grooming. And then I'm probably going to go spend some time at the library. And yeah, do some of that stuff before, some of the other things we have going on tonight. Of course, one of the things though I want to make sure I do is definitely finish on this section of panels before I do that. So it's just a work in progress. Something that I am really excited about, and I haven't really talked about it too much on here, mostly because I'm not quite at the point yet. So there's a lot of stuff I'm kind of keeping private so far, but I'm really kind of kicking myself for not getting started on the physical release of Space Ultima sooner, especially because season 1 is all done. And it's really just kind of ready to be put to paper. And I'm still kind of deciding how I want that to happen. I also feel like I'm kind of putting a lot of guardrails on myself as far as the like perfectionist in me wanting, this super pristine collector's edition, blah, blah, blah. And when in reality, like a lot of comics these days, they just kind of exist as issues. And those issues, over some time then become, put into a full book. So I don't know, I'm playing around with ways that I can just go ahead and make my copy or make my story into a physical copy. One of the ways is to, maybe even release it as like a first edition, because I'm thinking maybe the first edition could just be like the version of it in print right? So like very, you know, a nice representation of it in physical form, with like, you know, some exclusive elements in it, to go ahead and just have it exist. Because like I said, the hard part is done. And I'm really interested and eager to see how it reads and how people can experience Space Ultima in just kind of like a straightforward experience, like kind of like a binge experience, versus in the method of reading it like, you know, month to month, because it's definitely a different experience. And I feel like reading it all in one sitting in more of like a chapters kind of way, I feel like that's gonna be kind of like an elevated experience. Not to say, you know, you shouldn't read a comic, you know, month to month, but I think that episodes typically are so short that they're actually like multiple parts of like one specific arc. So yeah, I think that for me, I'm kind of considering going ahead and at least getting it formatted so I can start printing it, and that way those files exist, and they exist that way I can put together like a future version, a future edition, because I really I'm just giving you some kind of, you know, peek behind the curtain. I feel like I could have went ahead and started putting Space Ultima into physical form like yesterday, like when I was you know, on hiatus between seasons. You know, there was a lot of stuff going on between those times, but the same note, it's like I could have been working on Space Ultima and getting it print ready and all that other fun stuff. So I'm still wanting to have, like, you know, a really high quality version, but I kid you not, when I went to, you know, MomoCon and I was walking around seeing all of the stuff that the comic artists have, they were doing the same things as me. They were printing, you know, whether it was Mixum, whether it was Comic Wellspring, they were sending it out. I know people who have just put their formatting together, sent the stuff out to go ahead and get it done. So I really feel like I want to make that happen sooner than later, so that way I can go ahead and start putting my story into people's hands, because granted, of course, everyone has access to it, but I feel like there's some I don't know, intentionality behind actually someone physically holding and reading a story. Not to take away from any other experience, but I love sitting on the couch and reading a comic and flipping through the page, and I want, you know, people to have that experience with my story. So, I mean, I don't know, learn from me is that I feel like when there is a time, because believe me, like the comic crunch is definitely a thing, but I feel like when it comes time where you are in a good stopping point to say, okay, this is done and dusted, I'm working towards the next thing, I've got this break, or even designating a buffer or some time to step away and prepare what you already have created for the physical next step, then definitely make it happen. Because yeah, I think with this, you know, you're so tunnel vision and full focused on releasing chapters and episodes to the point where it's like, oh, well, let me, you know, let me sit up straight, let me look around, look at my surroundings, and like kind of zoom out and then see time the way it is. So I don't know, but it is getting to that time. I need to take the girl to get her little spa day, her forced spa day, because she obviously voluntarily would not go to the grooming. And yeah. Hey guys, oh my goodness, it is the 5th, and I kid you not, me finishing episode 6 was not an easy feat, let me tell you that. I joked and I was like, I touched grass too much, but no, I don't think necessarily that was the problem. I just really, I don't know, I guess I kind of underestimated just how difficult or how long some of these applications would go. So like I kind of have everything broken up into phases. So for example, backgrounds and paneling, that's a phase. Sketching, line art, all these things are different phases, right? I hadn't come out with an episode in a hot minute. I'm trying to remember, I think it was maybe April, because if we go back in time, you know, April was the last time I came up with an episode. May was pretty jam-packed. And then I feel like I spent June recovering, I spent June just doing a lot of different things, and finally I was like, well, I really want to get an episode out because it's been a minute since I had one, and you know, I try to do them monthly with some exceptions. So anyway, that like, I kind of was like, okay, well, if I try to cram, which is pretty much what I did, if I try to cram, I would be able to do maybe like, if you use Clip Studio Paint to make like kind of the vertical strip comics, you'll know that that's kind of like considered a page. So it's like I've got 4 to 5 to 6 pages of this episode. Maybe I'll just focus on doing line art and stuff of those. Anyway, fast forward, and it gets to be, July 2nd, and there was just a lot of things going on. There was family in town, you know, it's obviously leading up to a holiday weekend, so there was just a lot to do, and I stayed up until like 3 a.m. uploading, finishing, uploading, finalizing, color, render, shadows, all the other stuff I did in like one night. It was crazy. No, it was annoying because I tried to do, I exported it. Sorry, my nose is like itching like crazy. I don't know. The weather has been hot. I think it's been cooking. Pollen has been like infiltrates the air. It's crazy, but I basically have like a non-text bubble version because I like to use that for whenever I'm trying to do, you know, like social media and stuff. So I'll have a version without the text bubbles that I export, and then I also export it with text bubbles, which of course is the final piece. And I was so annoyed because I had uploaded it all to my website, and so of course I'm previewing it, and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't see any text bubbles, what's going on? And come to find out, I uploaded the wrong one. So then I had to go back through, delete that, re-upload the proper one. Then I had to upload it to Webtoon Canvas, Namikami, Global Comics. It was just like, I was like, I'm literally done with the creation process of this comic, but it's still going. So yeah, episode 6, as we speak, is out. Taking a quick breather this weekend, and then I'm immediately getting back started on the next one, because there are things like I want to try and have at least in general 1 episode a month. Also, every episode has to be substantial in terms of the story, so I want to make sure that I'm like getting, you know, I don't want to say a worthy episode, but I want to get an episode out where the story is moving forward. Very few times do I have the opportunity to put a filler or something. Like in my earlier times of doing the story, I did have like some mini episodes, but I just am not at that point where I can do that. I just want to get the story moving. So anyway, that is out, and then I'll be turning around working on episode 7. I want to try to break it up where half of the month of July I'm working on and finishing episode 7, and then the second half I devote time to working on just anything at all, whether it's art pieces that I want to do, whether it's, more involved social media videos, stuff like that. And I've been trying to like kind of test things out and experiment. And if you've been following me on Instagram, you may recognize that I've been trying to really pump up how many reels and things that I've been doing. At the end of the day, it's all just about having and designating the time to do these things. Like, for example, I've recently been making a progress shift on working out in the morning. Yeah, I'm like, I'm one of those people now. Because think about like this, like for me, I get home from work out, then I have to shower, then I have to start cooking dinner, then I, and by the time I do all these things, it's like 8 p.m. And then that causes me to like stay up too late towards, the next day, and then I may sleep in. So I've been trying to shift it where I go to sleep earlier. I wake up well before it's time to go to work so I can work out, shower, and get ready for my day. That way, as soon as I come home, I can come home, eat, make dinner, depending on whose night it is to cook, and get to working on my stuff. And then also get to working on my stuff. That way, I can have some time left over for like me and my husband to like do stuff. Oh my gosh, the amount of shows we are so behind on. There's so much anime, so many TV shows that people have been telling us to watch. It's just been, so I do think that I'm trying to designate my time wisely, so that way I can still make this stuff happen. But like I said, I think it would be really cool if like I can devote the first half of the month to just like really pushing through, finishing the comic, and that way I can have the remaining part of the month to just, work on anything. Because honestly, I feel like I haven't, since like Sophie's, since her birthday post, I haven't made any art. Like, I haven't made any just standalone art pieces. And I really want to get back to doing that, because those are things that, eventually can be, prints and stuff that's like in you guys' hands, and all that. But yeah, I do want to work on something, especially because in August, that is the 3-year anniversary of me hitting publish on that first episode of Space Ultima. So I'm really excited about that. I have a little bit of an idea of what I want to put out for that occasion to celebrate. So yeah, it's just like you gotta make time for these things. So okay, but yeah, it's Sunday. Now that I had finished that, I did my like really big monthly house clean, just took care of a lot of stuff that's been just kind of sitting there, getting dirty and all that. So I really have just now sat down to talk to you guys about this real quick. So we'll see. I will film an intro if this is the end, but I don't know. There's some more stuff. I know next weekend I'm planning on doing something. I put PTO in for Friday just because it's been a busy work. This past week was really busy work-wise, so I took some time off just so I could have like a weekday off, and we'll see what we get up to in that. I may film some stuff and add this in, and then do an outro for the vlog. I appreciate you guys. call this vlog done. I hope that you enjoyed my working on my comic. I hope you enjoyed my out and about, and of course if you want to follow along on some of the more immediate updates and things going on, you can follow me on my Instagram at Artsume Shae. So all my important links are in the description below. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed, and of course I'm gonna get right back to it and start all over again. So hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!